So what is your reaction to hearing about the proposed new bill?
What I've seen so far of what we know of it is that I think this is going to be a good thing for us. I think that we've needed change in this system for a long time, and this is a good step towards seeing an easier system that works better for consumers, that provides better care, and does so in a faster way.
How are people going to be affected by these changes?
Well, I think the biggest component of this, aside from we anticipate seeing some savings in the cost of coverage, but one of the best things about it would be that those that are injured in an accident are going to receive a better standard of care in a more timely fashion and a more comprehensive way. Instead of waiting years sometimes to see some kind of a settlement, by which point your injury or whatever it is becomes chronic, that the hope is that many people can be restored to the position they were in prior to their accident by getting the care they need as soon as possible.
And so let's compare what it's like now to what it could potentially look like. I mean, is the process going to change to getting these medical benefits? I mean, how is it going to be improved?
I don't think the process per se will change that much. Obviously, now, as it stands, if you're injured in an accident, you need to visit a doctor. They're going to determine what the level of injury you've experienced is, what that plan for care and that procedure for care is going to be. That system, I think, will remain. What will change is that instead of what we have currently, which is a very limited amount of care after an accident, a few visits to a chiropractor or physiotherapy of some kind, that will be expanded. We'll see better, more comprehensive care come in instead of our current system where once that care is exhausted, you're now left to litigate against the other party, which in practice generally takes somewhere between 2 and 8 years to see any kind of money come back from. I'm sure there's cases that have been quicker, but that's what we tend to see normally.
Okay.
And this hopefully will speed that up. And I think most people would just like to feel better.
Yeah, absolutely. And how would this potential bill affect the number of people in collisions going to court?
It won't eliminate it entirely because there's certainly provisions there, and I think there needs to be provisions there for serious incidents where there's criminal charges that are laid against another motorist. And I think that's one thing that differentiates Alberta from other provinces is that we are trying to take the best of many systems and seeing what works and what doesn't, and put it together in our province here. I do really appreciate that we have a competitive choice option versus just a single entity as well. I think that always provides the best option for the consumer where there's a need to keep costs as low as possible, administration costs as low as possible, keep waste out of the system. So I think that's a huge part of it. And then, yeah, I just see that as we go forward, court cases are going to be reduced because there's fewer people that are going to need to claim. That also speeds up the process for those who are claiming. Instead of waiting several years to see that litigation proceed, hopefully they can see that done in a much more timely fashion as there's less backlog in the courts, and we can see a better result for everyone across the board.